Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave in the chokehold.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Ran, 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ran, up. 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky looks for White, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Goff. Flush to his right. Room to run inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Lock in.
They go play action with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing on third. Gone. And he'll the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Woods, the intended receiver.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Ran, took. Right.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Lock in. Lock in. Hands up. Right.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Akeem Hicks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're running with Gurley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Like 20. What's that? 5.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flushed out right. And caught left side, Olsen. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Big hold of the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Cohen. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That did.
Deuce. We go, 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. First play of the drive goes the... On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Sam Acho with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Powerful running. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
180! Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The throw on 2nd down is gone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Goff. Bryant with a catch right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Goff throwing again. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever he's trusted...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
3 down. Hey, check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Gotta go, gotta go. Red, top. Red, top. Red, top.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They come out here in the eye. On first and goal, Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And it's the Bucs who are leading that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play. And pretty
under pressure, they got him again. Samson Ebukam, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Kevin White, he's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Gotta go.
A toss running left. It's Cohen, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for L.A., it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. The pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the room who collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. The pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again.